Up guys, another Adonis review, and today we're going to talk about Until You Fall for the PSVR2 upgrade. Now this game was originally a PSVR game that I have never heard of, and they upgraded it so that you could use the PSVR2, sticks. They might have done other stuff too, I don't know, because I never played the original, but it now can be used for PSVR2. Now, since the PSVR2 does have a pretty stacked library nowadays, but, it's still hard finding good quality games. This is a game you might have seen, and if you are new to VR, you might have no idea if it's worth it or how much worth it could be, and if you just spend money on it. So we'll kind of quickly go into it. So just so you kind of know what you will get by purchasing this game, it's essentially like a wave horde mode type of game. I guess like Synapse or something in that sense, where you pick what type of weapon you want. They have a few different varieties. You get like a sword, or a bigger sword, or a hand sword, axe, or a bigger axe, or a hammer, or a bigger hammer, or shit like that. You get the point. And essentially you fight arena to arena to arena, taking up perks. And these perks can make you stronger or have special abilities and stuff like that to make your overall battle easier. And there's probably like, I don't know, 20 arenas perhaps that you go through, ranging from you can complete it in like 30 seconds to maybe the toughest arenas taking like, I don't know, 3 minutes, 4 minutes maybe. So overall, I mean, you can essentially beat this game on the easiest difficulty, perhaps in like, I don't know, an hour, I'd say, if you just like cut right through it and you were awesome. There is a lot of playback value. I never played it safe. I always played to risk it, and even after beating it, it has a lot of playback value into going into like, now you beat it on normal, beat it on hard, and then beat it on expert. Because it is fun to switch out what type of weapons you use, because maybe you have a go-to weapon or an overpowered weapon that you use to beat it. Well, now can you beat it with like a flimsy, hand knife sword like you see on the screen right now. So this game is all about replay value. In a game not VR associated, I would, this is a game that would bore the fuck out of me immediately, and I would never play it or never recommend it to people. But in VR, this stuff does get fun. I think games like Synapse actually are pretty fun. It's cool getting these weapons and powering up and, just fucking people up. An added benefit to this, I did a review on, body workout or body combat, whatever it's called. It's a workout punching thing you do to kind of exercise on the VR. And I'd say at just a slightly lower degree, this is actually great for working out. I've gotten just as exhausted playing this game on higher difficulties, where I'm exhausted after trying to fuck everyone up. And it's difficult, I mean, the thing that a lot of games do sometimes not good at all when it comes to VR, even though, one, you'd hope that, using a sword in VR would be a great kind of way to adapt it into gaming. But if you think about it, without years of sword experience, if you really were in like a type of battle with sword, you'd suck dick. So most games in VR don't really have a full mechanic. There might be like a hold this way block, and so forth, and then they leave them open, and then you can attack them. But in this, they've kind of made a pretty good method to it, where you see the attacks coming. You could definitely move too slow, or the attacks come too fast, and you might not block them all. And then, kind of same thing, you kind of paralyze them, you can attack them with your added abilities. There's a rhyme and a reason to it. You can go the whole game, blocking every attack isn't difficult, extremely, once you get to the end, because eventually you might get overwhelmed, there's too many people, and then the higher bosses have faster attacks, and be quicker and more apparent, you know. But there definitely is like a skill rating with it when it comes down to it. So overall, it's a pretty fun game, and I mean, it's not too expensive. I'd say that, you know, this is a must-have game to play. No, I guess not must-have. That's a bullshit lie. It's definitely not a must-have game. Sorry for that. But it's a game that you definitely won't be upset about getting. I think if you bought it, you will definitely have fun. But I'd say wait for it to be on sale. I mean, most PSVR games, even the better games that are considered better, I guess, are like $30, you know, so they're pretty fair. I don't know, I think this one might be $20 gradually, which again, it's not that bad. So if you're just looking for a game with PSVR, maybe you want a bunch, and you know, you just don't know, you know, now you're thinking about buying a lesser one that's not, you know, gonna break your bank, because obviously $20 won't. You know, this isn't a bad choice. I think you'll enjoy it no matter what, no matter who you are, and you can get a good workout in, like I said. But if you know, if you're broke and you're, you know, it's really rare to spend money, and maybe wouldn't spend it on this, but if I was, you know, I'd wait till it's like $10. Sure, I mean, who knows? Maybe you know, they had that murder game on sale, maybe right now. I think where now is, you know, October 31st. And I think it's on sale for like $5, you know, for that, what's it called, like the Suicide game or whatever, Suicide Death VR game. So if you hear this today, you know, if you remember that to be on sale, that's $5 right now. And normally like 15, you know, but still $5. I mean, that's a fucking coffee. But if this is over $5, I mean, that's a steal. I get it. I say it's worth at least 10. But again, normally 20. So if you're looking for a fun game, it'll work out. It's fun. But be aware it's a wave one, then again, you just get the upgraded weapons every now and then. Graphics aren't too shabby, but it's definitely fun. Hope that helps you make decisions. If you do play it and like it, let me know. Later, guys.